think it's from Psalms. I'm going to do what God called me to do, and I'm going to get out of the way of His power tonight. Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. I'm going to ask my husband and my pastor to read that for me. Because I can get all excited, and then I'll run off, and then you won't get what God has poured into me. So I want you to truly get what God has poured into me.
Amen.
I'm going to tell you a little love on it.
Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 says, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. Amen.
Amen. We're going to go to 1 through 8.
8.
Yeah, and 1 through 8.
A time to weep, verse 4, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rend, and a time to soar. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. And verse, as she's talking about building up today, it says a time to break down, a time to build up. A time to break down, a time to build up. And it lets us know, don't run ahead of God's time. Never run ahead of God's time. His blessings are always worth the wait. Always worth the wait. And it tells us that sometimes our faith assignment get heavy because we are trying to carry it ourselves. And we were never meant to carry the burden of the Lord. Never meant to carry his burden. It's his burden. That's why he said in Matthew 11 and 30, he said, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So what I came to encourage you today that the end of it has already been finished. The end of it has already been finished. If it was not so, he wouldn't have wrote it in. And he said it in Isaiah 46. He says, remember this, be ashamed and own yourself guilty. Bring it again to me and lay it in heart. Oh, you rebel, never forget what God says to you in his word. Remember the former things of old. For I am God and there is no one else. I am God and there is none like me. Never forget where you're coming from. What I've done for you in the past, from where I picked you up and where I brought you, and that I am your God. Declaring the end and the result from the beginning and from the ancient time, the times that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure and purpose. The end is really God's purpose. That's what God wants to get to. He wants to get to the end of it. That's why he declared the end in the beginning. And whenever God begins something, it's evident that it's already finished. You can tell the enemy that when you get started. It's already finished. See, it may look like it's the beginning of it, but God already declared victory in the end, so it's already finished. And I heard what the sister said when the doctor said that. But see, she already knew what God said in his word. It's a time for everything. God calls the time. And God got the last say so. And if God didn't tell me it's my end, then it ain't over until he says it's over. Amen. I know I'm right about it. God said it's already done. So you might as well just say amen. It's like God, I'll break out like a woman. Just tell him that amen. God said it's already finished. I don't care what it looks like. It's already finished. Amen. God told Jeremiah, he said, before I conceived you, boy, in your mother's womb, I had already made you a prophet. It wasn't an accident, a coincidence that you hear. But he said, I declared it in the end. I got purpose for you. And purpose is the most powerful thing. It's more powerful than your problem. I know you thought your problem was powerful, but ain't nothing more sharper than your purpose. God said, my purpose will prevail. Whatever you were born to do, just let the enemy know it's already finished. And I'm going to finish with a good report. I'm going to finish with him saying, servant, my faithful servant, well done. So I come to encourage you today and let you know that God declared the end before the beginning. And which he allowed to come into existence is already preordained. You got to talk to the enemy like that, because when he barks, that's all he's doing. He got a loud bark, but he ain't got nobody. The end of it has already been completed by his word. He never sent out anything in your life without it already being wrapped up with the eternal word. Never. It has the power to bring you all the way through to its full potential. That's God's purpose, for it to come all the way through to its full potential.
All right now.
Habakkuk 2:3 said, there are good things that God has kept hidden for this time, and they are now being revealed to you. For the revelation to wait an appointed time. It speaks of the end, and will not prove false. Though it lingers, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. It lets me know right there that it's already done. It's already finished. It's already finished. Romans 8:18 said, I consider that our present suffering are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. See, that's God's purpose. He wants to reveal his glory in us and through us. He wants people to see who he is. So it's not even really about us.
Come on now.
Things that you have suffered through are now going to come back to you in the form of a blessing. In a restoration for that which you had already lost. God is going to bring it back. It's harvest time. If you suffer anything, it's harvest time. And I remember in Exodus 17 and 11 through 12, you can go there if you want to. And I just came out of a challenging moment and a challenging situation. And God always brings you through it. If you bring it to it, He's going to bring you through it.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And as I was saying this morning, I had it all planned out, but God said, I just want you to minister. So just pray with me and pray with me. And as I was laying in my bed this week, God allowed me to see a picture. And that picture is kind of in Exodus 17 and 11 through 12. And God was showing it to me. And me and my husband walking it the other day. And he said, this is the way I started out. And a lot of times when you're going through things, you really don't have the strength that you think that you need physically. But spiritually, God created you with everything you need on the inside of you. But you don't know that when you're going through. All you know is I'm hurt. If I could cut it out, I cut it out. But God gave me this picture, and I began to cry. Laying in my bed, I began to cry because I did not know what he had brought me through. And he gave me a little picture. He said, and it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let his hand down, Amygdalite prevailed. It said, but Moses' hands were heavy. Sometimes the weight get heavy. So when his hands were heavy, they went down. But every time they were up, they were winning. But every time they went down, they were losing. Now every time we want to be caught with them up. That's why the enemy throws things at you. And when he throws things at you, sometimes they don't be up, they be down. But I like that because what he did was he sent Moses some help. And when Moses' hands got heavy, somebody was on the right and somebody was on the left. And what Moses couldn't do by himself, God sent him a support team. That's why we in this thing together. That's why we in it together. Unity. And God showed me a picture where my head was slumped down, and it was an angel on the right, and there was an angel on the left. And every time I would go into my prayer closet, they would be dragging me off in there. And at that time, my hand wasn't going up by itself, but the angels were holding them up, and I would say, Lord, have mercy. And Lord, have mercy. And every time I think about when I was going through, my hand was going down. But then all of a sudden, I didn't know why they were going up. But when God showed me the picture, I know that they were going up because somebody was holding them up. I'm going to hit it.
Go ahead, dog.
It lets me know when you raise your hand up, it's a type of worship. It's a type of worship, and the enemy knows that. That's why he tries to attack you, because he tries to attack you so that you can't worship. And as long as his hand was raised, the enemy was conquered. As long as my hand was raised, I was being successful. I was prospering. I was able to handle it. But the minute my hand came down, I was thinking about all the pain. And I was saying, Lord, why me? I was in your word. Why me, Lord? I'm your daughter. Why would you allow something so painful? I'm just being real about it. I don't know about nobody else. I said, Lord, I kept your word. I put it in your hands, Lord. Why me? But I heard God say, I'm working. I've already finished this. You've already completed it. The race has already been won. I heard him say it in his word, and in some things that he taught me. And I was already using my prayer language, but he said, turn it up. Turn it up. So this was spiritual that you are. So when I couldn't pray, the Holy Spirit was praying. I didn't know what God wanted to say. I didn't have the words to say it, and that's what God was praying through me. God said, it's not what you're going through now, but it's what's next. He said, I want you to notice that the enemy do not get the victory in this. I'm going to bring you out. That's how I already brought you out. He said, I'm the same God that brought you out in 1994 when the head on the mission. When they taken you there, I'm the same God. I'm the same God when the doctor places the needle on your hurting heart. And he tried to kill you, I'm the same God. I'm the same God